Okay, what's up, everybody? We are casting the second group. It's gonna be, I think, who do we have in this group? Let's take a look. We have Barnes-Garen, Draken Lucy, 1 seed in this group. Root Delivery System, I think that's TheFakeOne and pakistanrqs. Gambling Addicts, that's Johnny and Sagittarius. Chaos Chemist, Atrocity, InDaHole. So that's a pretty stacked group, to be honest. And I think this whole Div 1 is pretty stacked. So we'll see how it goes. But the first match is going to be Gambling Addicts and Chaos Chemist. So that's Sagittarius and Johnny versus Atrocity and InDaHole. I think InDaHole recently started playing again. So see what kind of shape he's in compared to Sagittarius and Johnny, who play a lot of games every day. So yeah, we'll see how they show up. I mean, Saggy and Johnny, obviously Johnny having won a Nova Cup, very strong player. Same with Sagittarius, really good on ladder. And same with Atrocity, pretty strong ladder player, won 2 Nova Cups. So certainly someone to be feared in a pretty exciting first match. I think the overall skill level is pretty high. And the meta has shifted with the last patch. So it's a lot of early game action compared to before. So hopefully something cool will happen. Hopefully we get some exciting early games. I'm curious what the mastermind picks, because I know Sagittarius and Johnny were both redraw chaos, like know how to play super late game, but I also know that they're very strong with the cartel and fiesta, and that can be very, very good in this early game meta right now. Obviously, fiesta's a little worse because you don't really want to take king damage, or more specifically, it's very easy to take king damage, so you have to be very careful. We'll see how it works out. Bum bum bum. Let's see how it goes. Not really sure what Atrocity and InDaHole have been playing. Maybe we can do a little scouting of InDaHole since it's been a while since we've seen him. So he's just playing Megamind. Yeah, it's pretty much expected. I mean, I think most good players can play Megamind, get away with all the different variety. I mean, it seems like he's doing fine with everything. You can see let's just take a look at his gameplay. So king up, snail. I mean, pretty peaceful. Tries to go for a little leak here. Forced income. I mean, he got a pretty easy game this as well, just getting fed a lot. But then after the wave 7, he just goes straight 10. That's very good. Using the Kingpin Power Spike, and then they go 13 and win the game. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty solid clinical play. Alright, looks like all the players are here. I'm pretty sure they can start whenever, to be honest. One minute for Johnny. See if I can get anyone to say something. It's like nobody wants to say who's gonna win this match. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. All right. Let's see. Are the players ready? No. Still. We wait then. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. I guess I didn't see what Aatrocity is playing, but I also think Aatrocity just plays a lot of Megamind, to be honest. So let's see if we can spot any surprises here. Oh, okay, Fiesta, Cartel. Not really surprised. I think most good players can play extremely well on both of those masterminds. Especially Cartel is just really easy to play. You have infinite gold to do things with, and I mean, it's kind of hard to make mistakes when you just have extra money. All right, everyone is here. We can actually play. See if we get into the first match or not. All right, here we have it. Game one. Gambling Addicts on the left, Aatrocity in the hole on the right. Oh, I forgot we have johnyc. His brother's actually going to take 10 years to load. Let's go tell a nice story while we're waiting. I mean, I actually would expect to see Fiesta Cartel straight up. First game, Johnny and Sagittarius. Let's see if they go for it or not. Boom. Okay, Titan, Giant Snails, Glacial, so not really crazy spell. I mean, Giant Snail is very strong. Wow, Castle redraw versus Fiesta Cartel. I feel like this is actually really, in pure matchup wise, it's really bad. Sagittarius has the Priestess. It did get nerfed in the early game, but oh my god, he just one rolls Mask. So yeah, I mean, Priestess got nerfed, but Priestess Mask is very good. Drawing with the Castle, I mean, he has Flower Seedling, which can be nice with Castle, but it's kind of a double-edged sword because it's really nice that you got to play aggressive early game, but it's also harder to play aggressive when you start with 0 income. Aatrocity has Bazooka as a Fiesta opener. He has Adam as a Fiesta opener. InDaHole, meanwhile, I mean, he has some options: Flower, Atom, Flower, or like Atom Casket, um, or with the Copter. I mean, he has choices, so we'll see what he goes for. Not sure what I would honestly like more. Probably just Atom Casket. I mean, it kind of depends on what Atrocity plays, to be fair. Um, so Atrocity is going for double bazooka. Bazooka did get nerfed, so has to be a little careful. Okay, InDaHole opts for. I would have gone for the tree over the buzz personally if I was InDaHole, but so Johnny gets a snail. They think he's Fiesta. They actually get him, but yeah, not because he's Fiesta. So that works out for them. And how is Atrocity doing on wave 1? 25%, that's solid. And obviously InDaHole cover. So the risk with Fiesta in the game right now is that taking early king damage is really, really bad. Like, you can actually lose so much king HP in just a couple leaks. So see how this goes. We have Sagittarius cleaning up Johnny's leaks. And Johnny's staying 4 workers because he's castle. Oh no, he's going 5. I guess for him, he might have enough gold if he gets a snail and kills it. We'll see how it goes. But the thing is, if Atrocity can send 40, he might be cooked. Oh no, Atrocity already sent snail and income. Okay. Is Atrocity gonna play around the snail send? No, he's not. He's not building, and Sagittarius is not sending actually. So, and here's the 40 send onto Johnny, so we have to watch his lane. King up into Sagittarius. Pretty nice for him. He can go 7 workers pretty easily now, I think. And we'll see how Johnny does. I mean, the thing about the 40s is double snail, not robo after income or something really disgusting like that. Atrocity with a pro league here. And Johnny, oh no, Johnny. His game is actually over, I'm pretty sure. He can't build a skeleton. He's just gonna chain leak. He has to like sell skeleton for flower or something. Definitely a risk to playing castle. Obviously, this is probably the worst case of it, but Atrocity now. Honestly, if I were him, I would reroll because he has 130 gold. So if he hits flower or casket, he just instantly holds. But Zeus is, I mean, Zeus is gonna leak decently. So, yeah, Johnny is going for a pixie here. Atrocity, he might not full send. Honestly, the thing is, he doesn't know that Johnny has legit no income. Because if you're playing a normal build, a higher income mastermind, you might be able to still build here and get the thing. So Sagittarius, 7 workers, very good spot for him. Didn't mention InDaHole spot, but he's also very decent in the game. Atrocity obviously leaking here, the Fiend way too much. It's definitely like a mind game, right? Because like if Atrocity has the flower or the casket, he just completely wins the game. But on the case that he doesn't, you know, you get him with a pretty big leak here on 3. So, but InDaHole doing a job, just covering, stay on top of it. Make sure they don't take king damage. Johnny's staying 5 workers so that he can get out his thing. Very rough game for him. We'll see what happens here. Looks like some more income from everyone besides Johnny doing the smart thing. He's low worker, so he's going to save. One thing that Pixie's kind of low. Might not tank that much. Not even sure if it tanks the boss, actually. Probably does. But yeah, Atrocity just going for some income. He knows that Johnny has to, at some point, get the stuff out, so... Sagittarius down 8 workers, really, really good spot. I mean, once with redraw, I mean, same thing with Castle, right? Once you make it out of the early game, you're playing one of the best masterminds for that late game. And Sagittarius looks like he's in a really good spot, getting income fed a lot. Johnny, meanwhile, going for this save. He could be targeting wave 5, could be targeting wave 6. Both of which InDaHole's not looking too bad on, and that's a really nice Fiesta. He's going for that wave 5. I mean, I guess once you see this, you probably want to go 5. We'll see what InDaHole's answer is. He's got a lot of gold, has a lot of different options here. Gold-wise, probably Infiltrator Consort is his best, or second Atom, something like that. Consort plus this, maybe, is his like best possible defense here. He's going for the second Infiltrator. He might feel too safe to build the extra buzz, but he is getting 100 send. And his teammate is also getting tryharded, so he does go for that last buzz. I like that. Probably would have liked to see the consort even more, but because I feel like the weakness of consort obviously is that it's not that good on wave 7, but we have the casket already built. But I mean, if he holds with double infiltrator, he can push more. He's overvalue. Looks like an easy hold for him. And Aatrocity gets a baby leak here. So really good outcomes for the right team so far this game. I'd say they're quite a bit ahead, but everything can change rather quickly. We know that Sagittarius has a really good build. I'm actually surprised at how much income people are sending. Like, no one is playing for any of the potential weaknesses, like that wave 7 for Aatrocity. And for InDaHole, it's, I mean, his build doesn't have a lot of weaknesses, and he's staying on values. So, I mean, the thing is, like, he's staying on value, but he's cartel. It's like kind of a mixed bag. Like, he doesn't really have a choice. He just has too much gold, and he has to build something. So some more income. Sagittarius can be just fine. Has the Hellraiser here. See how hard he pushes into that strong wave 7 for Azuria. Honestly, I think if he got double DT, he might have leaked the whole wave, looking at his positioning. But InDaHole went for the king ups. And Sagittarius going for a lot of income to try and scale. The rest of the players actually saving now. And we have Aatrocity building an LOD on 7. I can't say that's a good idea, but he may not be getting a real send here. I mean, I would imagine he leaks quite hard. He's in his reroll, right? Is he looking for something better to play, or is he actually just... Okay, LOD on 7 then. He's actually getting a full send, full lizards here from Sagittarius, and I think he should leak. I guess the dragon is like arcane armor, I guess, kind of. But it's not ideal. Definitely not ideal. Especially that the Zeuses are tanking for the ability. I don't know. I'm not sold on Aatrocity's build, whatever is going on here. He ended up with no arcane. Yeah, I mean, it's not good. No fortified, no arcane, nothing to build here. We'll see what Aatrocity does from here, because I think his build's actually really bad. Doesn't have, I mean, he can be good once he gets back to 10, but I mean, that's like a pretty bad thing for him to happen, like on value leaking like that. But I suppose it doesn't matter in terms of the overall game state. He's been saving. They were already ahead. Sagittarius now is, yeah, I mean, he like overpushed a bit, and now he's forced in a spot where he has to commit for this wave. Not ideal, and Johnny's also committing for this wave a bit with the Disciple. Yeah, I mean, they're gonna leak big on 9. And I think something like 9 into 12 this game is probably just gonna be a wrap. Or like 9 resend 10 into 12 or something like that. It's just gonna be a 1-2 killer. I mean, it depends on how much king damage that. Like, I'm already saying that they're gonna take king damage, but you know, they could always pull out a miracle hold. And they're going for some brutes of their own. InDaHole sending Ogre doesn't know that you're allowed to just send 4,000 million brutes and the enemies can't do anything about it. Brutes would be especially way better against something like this, but just in general, I think sending Trouble Brute is just better than Ogre. So what do we have here? InDaHole is on value. He's boosting his Orchids. He has the Millennium. Hopefully it tanks a little bit. This casket is a little close, but should be fine. And what does Aatrocity have? I mean, he has a lot of good damage, has decent tanks, but honestly, I could see both teams taking king damage here. Obviously, the right team has a lot of value. Sagittarius also has a lot of value, and the Avenger is a really good ad versus this Ogre. Not really sure who's lane to focus on. I guess Johnny is definitely going to go for a leak, so I'm not going to look too much closely there. But it looks like Sagittarius also going for a decent-sized leak. Can't kill off that Ogre. Got a lot of the creeps. And how is the right team doing? decently as well, but you know, they are taking damage. But they also have way more king ups. They have like 7, 8 attacks, and the other team has 3. So I think the left team is about to take, I don't know, 60, 70% of their health. The right team probably takes like 30. So 65 and 25. A little too crazy. But I think this game is over. The right team, all they have to do is save. Probably wave 12, I would say, is the best bet already. You see the Avenger, you see their Aziria, see this, you see this. Yeah, they're dead. They're dead, I think. Kind of a formality to close out this game now. Yeah, I mean, I think this game pretty much came down to that early game. Wave 1, wave 2, Johnny just completely fucked out of this game. And then wave 5, they went for the counter punch, but InDaHole just easy snack the long save. So you can't really win if that happens. Off to a bad start, I would say. But yeah, that's the nature of Fiesta Cartel. It's pretty. I mean, gimmick is not the right word, but in a game where the early game looks like that, it's pretty strong. And Sagittarius actually going for a pro, even a pro league here, which is really not good. I mean, it's not bad if they themselves go for a tryhard send and are able to leak the enemies, but it looks like Aatrocity and the whole don't want to mess around, just gonna send full. And wow, Sagittarius and Johnny save. Wow. Crazy, guys. And I don't know about Giant Snails into Aziria, but perhaps he knows something I do not. I mean, they're tanky, I guess. But we have Titan Aziria, boosted Hellraiser, Titan Phoenix with boosted Orchid. I mean, I'm not gonna say they're gonna live here, but they have a chance. Definitely rough. We'll see. I mean, if they can hold here somehow, both of them full hold, then they have the counterpunch on 12 possibly, and maybe they can win like that. But otherwise, I think they're cooked. Let's see how the Aziria does. I mean, it is gonna smurf, I would think. With Titan, Aziria on 11 is usually super, super hard to leak. And that looks like it will be the case. Johnny's is just completely smurfing, but it doesn't matter. And it looks like they're both going to end up leaking. Just way too big of send. Not enough value. I think they're dead. That's going to be the first game, I think. Really well played by Aatrocity, and InDaHole, pretty much no mistakes besides Aatrocity having to build an LLD on 7, but didn't even hurt him that much. So we go to the next game. I have to imagine if if Sagittarius went like double Brute on 7, like this is a bigger leak, gets him more gold. Maybe it gives him a chance to hold 9 with the Aziria or something, or like it would make his wave 8 value look better so he doesn't have to commit for wave 8 like this. Little things, I guess. Little things. But yeah, that's the game 1 to Aatrocity, and InDaHole they can't use Fiesta Cartel anymore, but yeah. You know, the job has been done. They got the 1 win from it. Let me update the scorecard. They have 1. Okay. All right. Let's see. Game 2. I mean, I don't want to see a castle pick again. I just don't think it's that good right now. I feel like the king is too fragile for castle to be great without. I mean, I don't think you can pick castle redraw. Let me just say it like that. Like, I think you want to pick at least 1 strong early game Mastermind. I mean, redraw ended up being fine, right? But I think in general you want like a cartel paired with the castle or something like that. They actually swapped the sending order. I don't know if that's intentional or not, but let's see. Let's see. I mean, good things can happen. Even after losing the first game, can't be given up. The games get harder when you have less masterminds available, so ready, ready, everyone's ready. Let's go. All right. Let's go, let's go. So, what's next? We have Astro Legion spells for, yeah. They're gonna run it back, but InDaHole and Atrocity can't play Cardell Fiesta, so InDaHole going for the Chaos scale option. Atrocity, I mean, he has a really, really good early game. Gate Guard, Steed, Consort, and his late game is solid too with, Disciple, Sovereign as his high end. And Johnny has the flower. He's rerolling on wave one, or yeah, it looks like it. I mean, I can't imagine your end roll having flower and butcher in it. Sagittarius has the priestess. He's gonna roll a million times for the mask. It looks like he's down a lot more gold than last time. That's 8 rolls, 9 rolls. One more for the fans. You're telling me this is Johnny's final roll, but why doesn't he build higher for the Harpy then, right? I mean, he must be still in his roll pick, right? Like, you wouldn't build flower this low if you're gonna. Okay. Nope. Wait, he lost his bunk for the tree. Okay, interesting. I mean, I would have definitely thought that having a bunk in this roll is really important, but maybe he can get away with just tree. InDaHole going for casket again. This time just with the bone wire. And yeah, Atrocity, like we mentioned, has that really nasty Gateguard Steed roll. It's like perfectly fine with Hero as well. Yeah, I'm not really sure what Johnny's like. What? Like Harpy gains mana from attacking, but you still wanted to start with some mana. I guess like this, he built it low because he wants to be able to play around the priestess later. So I can see that. Sagittarius. Is he keeping this role because he hit Howler? Is that the idea? Like you don't need mask. He's playing around Howlers his other game with priestess. I think he's minus 9 gold basically. Pretty peaceful. Johnny got a king up. InDaHole really likes that king up at 2, it seems. Income for everyone. Just some bone warriors for Sagittarius. There's not enough gold for Howler since he rerolled so many times. I mean, this early game will be a lot better for Johnny. Let's just put it like that. And how is Atrocity looking? He's looking fine. Personally, I would have just gone for the consort rather than Warwick plus Buzz, but I guess he doesn't like having consort if he doesn't have to build it. I would think that consort just lets you push 2 in a lot of scenarios. Maybe not this one, but like if this is a fast wave, then I feel like you could go 7 workers very comfortably with when you have a consort on your board. And, like he can get 60 max here. I don't know. I feel like if you have consort plus Buzz here, like I don't think you can leak to 60, so I probably would have gone for it, but I can understand playing safe, especially now that King is so fragile early game. Looks like Sagittarius and Johnny are already going for a save. Are they going for that wave 5 again? Might be. Sagittarius pinging the Orchid again from InDaHole. Maybe not too happy about that. They're gonna try with Brutes here on wave 5. This definitely could work, but it's not like Harbinger is a bad unit on wave 5. And he's gonna have 2 dogs. I mean, the problem with this build is the low damage, I guess, from Aatrocity. So he probably always leaks, but I can't see it leaking big, I guess, is the thing. InDaHole going for the Warp Wing. He's trying to figure out if that tanks the boss. I think it's fine. My worry would be that his Oathbreaker is a DPS Oathbreaker. Whoa, whoa, that's way too close. Or? That looks way too close, so maybe I'm stupid. Yeah, okay. I mean, his Oathbreaker is going to tank now, I guess. That's pretty good. Problem is now his Arcane range unit is just AFK. That's probably not too good, but he has an Astro Smurf Breaker, so if that's the reward for not having your range unit tank, maybe that's worth it. Because his Oathbreaker is doing 1,000 trillion DPS now. Okay, well played then. And the save doesn't work, and at the same time... Oh, he sniped the Brute. Okay, well, that's what might have hold then. Or is maybe not a hold, or... Looks like a long wave. I mean, even a Pro League here might be better, to be honest. It's their saving. They probably want to go 7, though, looking at the Johnny and Sagittarius units. I think wave 7 makes a lot of sense here. Yeah, I was going to say a cheeky Brute Re is a very good call here, because they're likely to play more aggressively here. Obviously, we can see that InDaHole is not, but given his positioning, he's a lot weaker here than he was last wave, right? Oathbreaker is likely to tank a lot. Warpwing, we know, isn't tanking anything. I can see this working. He does go for just full bonies. That's a very smart play. Yeah, knows that he can... The only thing that matters is holding here, right? Because their 7 cent is pretty much guaranteed to work. But yeah, that's a cool thing that InDaHole did to try and like maximize the Smurf Breaker. It looks like it's popping off here as well, so fair play to him. Really well played. Just really good positioning from him. And yeah, I mean, it looks like another easy hold for him. And now they're going to come at them with those triple Brute, double Brute. Not much to be said there. If this works, the game is pretty much over. And I mean, can they have a chance of holding? I don't think so. The unit's quality is not high enough, in my opinion, but Johnny has very good value, to be fair. And now that they caught both those resends, they're going to go for the Astro Push. The thing is, even if this doesn't work great, they're still already in a great spot. Like, and their 12 workers, 10 works is the 7 and 7. It's a rough spot for sure. So double Brute, Robo Snail, triple Brute Snail. And we just have 0 Arcane in Johnny's lane. We have the Fortified, the Boom Tree. Can it explode? It can, and he snipes both Brutes. I mean, that's a good amount of gold. But it's still a big leak, and the same here for Sagittarius, 90%. I mean, this is gonna be... I don't even, what do I think? 50% king damage? I think 40 would be guaranteed, but... it could be more, and I think the game is pretty much over. Not much to be said. I think the lead is just way too big, and it's more than 50%. It's actually 60% king. Holy mother of God. And InDaHole's making a nice long way for their 12 and 10 workers as well. So he's gonna go for Brute Resend. Brute Reset on 8 can be very, very bad for a build like this. Like, yeah. We'll see how it goes, obviously. And Aatrocity just going for income himself. Zero obviously a bit better than Johnny's units, but... So Sagittarius ended up finding the Seed and the Mass, so he can play Potomask finally. It only took him 11 rerolls, unfortunately. Johnny going for the Wildshroom here, building some Arcane, and attempt to hold this double Brute. I mean, the Boom Tree is going to pop off on the whole wave, to be fair. That's definitely a plus, but Guess how much can the Sky Queen pick off? No, it's gonna be another big leak. And that's just even more scaling for the right team. This big send has to work here, but you can't really. Are you really expecting to leak them here? Aatrocity is looking quite good on 9 with the Harbinger and the Steeds. And if you go 10, he'll have Harbinger Alpha Male. Obviously, InDaHole it's not looking too good there, but the other thing is you have to worry about oops, sorry. You have to worry about holding wave 10 yourself, so I don't know. I mean, 200 Mythium, maybe that can work. We'll see what they decide to go for. SagittariusA sending 1 snail, so they're probably not sending full. Sent the snail so you could build a howler here. Aatrocity InDaHole going for income and try and hold. Skipping here is good. He's building for the wrong wave. Doesn't really have a choice, I'd say. I mean, like, he could build Antler here, but it's a lot worse on the wave. He could build Orchid, I guess, would be a good compromise, to be honest. And Aatrocity is feeling so confident he doesn't even go for the Harbinger, he just goes for the Avenger. I mean, he's overvalued here, man. Like, it's a really good spot. I mean, he's going to have to deal with the GK, obviously, but if he goes Alpha Male, I think he's actually completely fine. Next. Completely fine might be a stretch. But the thing about Wave 10 is you can't also get that much king damage because the bosses are so weak. Versus the king. Like, he just doesn't do that much king damage. So triple brute from the left, or from onto InDaHole, Ghost Knight to Aatrocity. I mean, Ghost Knight makes sense, but he does have a disciple on his board, which is already very good. So I would imagine the best build here is probably like this and this. Goes for the Harbinger. I mean, I don't really like it's not bad here in terms of damage, but I think Alpha Male is just so broken. And you really need like this Avenger is not necessarily going to tank for those Harbinger, right? This Alpha Male will always tank for his units, so whoa, Butcher? Okay, let's just say that I think InDaHole will leak unless somehow this Oathbreaker is also a Smurfbreaker, but yeah, I don't think so. So opting to focus down the GK. I mean, the other thing is you have to think practically that you're probably getting a GK here, so Alpha Male is probably better than Harbinger, but I mean that's a guess, not a known certainty. I mean, you can look. The Harbinger is like Astro dead before the. I mean, did a good amount of damage. They got the shutdown in the whole, but I mean, this is just not a lot of king damage. It's probably like 30%, 20% maybe. Wow, it's nothing. It's 15%. Yeah, I think the game is over still. And they're just going for income. Like, they don't need to do anything crazy. I think they could have just saved and looked for a finish at some point. Like, maybe just wave 13, wave 14. But they can also go 11 into 14, and that's completely fine too. They scale a bit with their really great hero value. Yeah. Titan for Johnny, solid. He's going for the Astro Canopy. Titan for Sagittarius, I would imagine well, with the Azeria. I mean, what's their angle? I mean, like, realistically, you can't just give up if you're in a tournament game, right? The thing about 12 is I don't think you can leak them. There's too much value. You could try pushing for 12 here, maybe? Yeah, I mean, I think it's the best try, but I don't know if it'll work. 13 doesn't make sense. He has the Avenger. 14 is rough because you're probably getting matched there. Like, I feel like you have to catch them off guard and get 1,000,000 gold. We'll see if that's what their plan is. They are going to push, obviously, to that send. Johnny is creating a relatively longer wave, but yeah, I'm not really sure what their plan is. Maybe force 13, I guess, which is like guaranteed hold from Sagittarius. Or you just Astro shift here, try and bait a 13 and skip. But I would say it's not looking good. Aatrocity ping that he has the Avenger for next wave. I mean, I respect, like, he's just full prepping here, like, why not? Like, 12 is probably one of the ways they could lose the game, right? So. And he gets the Sovereign for next anyways. So will the minus 300, minus 200 prompt a response, or will they be thinking that they're just way too on value? My guess, the latter, they'll skip, but well, if everyone skips, I think the game is over. I can't see Sagittarius and Johnny doing better on 14. But I could be wrong. InDaHole is still on value. Gets the Avenger here. What does Sagittarius have? Ooh, he's prepping ear. Yeah. I mean, like, if you're... I guess with their skip, they need a prep here minus 400. So, that's fair. It's just rough. I mean, they have more Mythium, at least. But, yeah. Definitely not more value. InDaHole is the value champ right now. And it looks like Johnny is getting cooked by these drill golems a little too strong for his full prep 14 build. And that's not good. I think they have way too much value, so this race situation is not going to be good. Yeah, he's on value still. I mean, he rolled he rolled decent units as well. Can just go for like a Slime Siren or just Steeds to buff his Avenger. Going for the Steeds. Obviously, he has a Goblin Copter, just going to steal a little bit of mana, but Johnny going for the Pack 1,000,000 Brutes attempt against the Avenger, but I mean, the amount of hero value that Aatrocity is going to get here is absolutely insane. Johnny on value, to be fair. I'm not really sold on this Hermit's end by InDaHole. Probably like Brute is stronger, but you know, gotta counter the flower, I guess. That's a pretty small send, obviously. He's been like 14 workers this whole time. And he's gonna snipe the Ogre early. It hit the consort, so that's a good choice by Johnny to have that consort there. Might honestly be able to hold. Sagittarius also doing really well here with the smurfing Azuria. Just Astro perfectly tanking. What a beast. Maybe they can actually survive. I mean, Sagittarius looks like he's holding. And they did get Aatrocity. They get Mr. InDaHole. But they do both hold. So, I mean, they came out ahead on 14. So, it gives them some options in the game. Not a lot, to be fair, because I think they're still screwed. But something's better than nothing. They made the game longer. So, the longer you can make the game, the more mistakes the enemies can make. As for what the next play is, I mean, probably 16, I would imagine, for everybody. I don't really see a better line for both teams. Johnny is pinging the size of their sends, maybe suggesting that he thinks that they have more workers. Not really sure what he's trying to say with that, but trying to make some point. I mean, this wave is super long. I mean, you cannot skip 16, I think. Probably going to be favored to the right team again. I'm not certain. Like, Johnny obviously has flowers, but his whole front line is arcane fortified, basically. Sagittarius now finally showing that he has mask. Very good. Prepping two. Actually, wait. There's only one prepped mask. He's very undervalued. Pushing very hard to leak InDaHole. And Aatrocity is kind of just chilling on value. Same with InDaHole. Yeah, I mean... What if it... he doesn't really have a slot for his... But this Nightmare he rolled, so he might be low on damage. I guess the Hades can do good enough on 16 for him. Johnny going for Pack Brutes, the famous send. Aatrocity, he's not that good on 16 to be fair. Probably gonna have to go for a lot of Alpha Mill action. InDaHole going for double Honey Bear to counteract the flowers. And Sagittarius going for Pack Imps versus InDaHole. Pack Imps makes sense. So far he's showing a lot of natural. A lot of Swifts, so Brutes don't make that much sense. We have the Hades coming out for InDaHole. Gonna snack on those imps. Really, really good ad for him. 0 greed from InDaHole. Puts the blob on the hero. And what do we have from Mr. Aatrocity? Mr. Aatrocity, the greedy guy, going for a Pegasus instead of building a 2-stack Linus. I actually can't possibly think that this getting 1 stack onto this Linus is better than just building another Linus, but I'll upcook. 600, 500, 500. I mean, Sagittarius is the most pushed for sure, but I'm not even gonna look at his lane. I don't think he can hold. More curious to see how well Aatrocity does. Aatrocity and InDaHole do, and I think they're doing just fine. Looks like almost full hold from Aatrocity and a full hold from InDaHole. That's going to be 2-0 GG's. Really well played by InDaHole and Aatrocity. Yeah, not much else to say. They just dominated both games. Yeah, well played to them. Is the other game still going on? Like, maybe we can jump into that. Yeah. Spectate ST to Lucy. They're on wave 14. Not gonna bother redoing all the scores for this. I'll just check the profile real quick. What's going on? Are there huge sends on both lanes? No. We're overbuilding and saving. So presumably a big send just happened. Profile. It's probably the shortest name to type. They won on wave 13 in the first game, so this is game 2. TheFakeOne is burning. That's pretty good for them. Looks like they're playing for 17, maybe? I'm not really sure what's going on with these. I guess I have no idea what the game state is, to be fair. But I see double pawn shop versus double robo army. The right team's king is a lot lower, to be fair. TheFakeOne is burning, but that's less so he's not that much far ahead from Lucy. It's more Drach is a little out. And Drach is sending TheFakeOne, so signing order is good. Gonna be wave 17 from everyone. But Lucy's actually prepping 16, whereas the right team has so much value, they're just prepping 17. I cannot imagine. Is it possible to leak with this Archer build on 17? Wanderer's Archer over value? I don't know. I can't imagine him. He's getting the smallest send as well. Well, no, sorry. Drach is getting the smallest send. Yeah, Lucy's actually not looking too good on 17. A lot of Swift value. Just rolled a DK, so I can just eat my words real quick. Gonna be the 4-eye into Lucy. Makes sense, lots of big units. Probably a Rem is worth it, in my opinion. Still, just like has a gun. And gonna be witches into Drachir. And what do Drach and Lucy go for? Are they skipping? They go income. Wait, Drach didn't even send fully. Maybe it feels like it's just Lucy. Lucy tries to hold and Drach takes it. Damn, you really want to get this white main spot, but I don't think it's possible. Lucy going for some dogs. And a Royal Guard. And we'll see. I mean, they have to live here and then do what? I don't know. I don't think it's a good spot for them, for sure. So Drach going to do some cleanups now to make sure they try not to die. I would assume Drach leaks, he has no damage. How does FC Lucy do? Can't really tell how many 17 creeps are still alive, but looks like most of our tanks are dead. It looks like there's still a good amount of creeps left. But the Gatecard spam was very good against the 4-eye. Actually sniping the 4-eye now. Get the 4-eye. Can they live this? I mean, Lucy did extremely well. And Drach didn't even do that bad considering his value and his units. So, what's the plan now? Drach is going 18. Is Lucy going to resend after income or something? Like Shaman? Power play. And the thing is, it does not change what Pakistan's going to build. He's going to build more chieftains no matter what, I would think. And I guess FakeOne will just build for 19. And ask Pakistan to hold here. If you've proc to Pakistan leaked, I mean, unless he randomly shifts. But it's pretty simple, just build another chieftain here. He isn't gonna just shift 440 gold for no reason and die, right? Oh god. I can't imagine what the rationale for doing that is, but if he holds anyways, then yeah, he's a genius. If he leaks and throws the game, then he's not a genius. It looks like he's fine. It's just way too good on this wave. Doesn't even look close. And even the Archer build is doing completely fine here, so... Yeah, this one might be a wrap. Possibly. Quite possibly. Yeah, I mean, they can kind of finish the game wherever they want now. Probably just 19 is fine. I can't imagine Drach doing well enough that they could live. They might honestly just die here to no sent. It's close. Let's see what Lucy got. I mean, Mudman, Hardened Mudman, that's pretty good. Probably sell the consort to get Hardened Golem on the white main, I would think. But I don't think there's going to be a hold.
So this is probably going to be a game 3 now.
Okay, I guess while this game is finishing, I'll update my scorecard. Okay, so it's 1-1. Game 3. Let's get it. Okay, I'll be right back in 1 minute. Ah, shoot, they started the game. Alright, what are the masterminds? I completely missed it. Hey, pick some masterminds, guys. Cartel? Lock in random. Cash out cartel. Solid choices all around, I'd say. Very solid. And we have the gate guard start for Lucy, the trees start for FakeOne, Pakistan going for the Oathbreaker. I mean, everyone's got some pretty solid choices. The rules aren't crazy, but decent early games for everyone, it looks like. Windhawk, Angler, Rat, or Mr. Drachir. Also, Drachir probably has the best role. Looking around, I'd say that's probably the strongest. Damn, they actually got double snailed. That's giga unlucky. Oh god. That's actually a good, I don't know, 10% gain gone on wave 1. That's what we call a little unlucky. Holy moly. You do not want to see that if you're drinking Lucy. That is for sure. And they can both get 40 cents here. Are there going to be 40 cents? Yes into Lucy, yes into Pakistan. Drag having to stay 4 workers because he has to respect to 40 cent. Oh god, Pakistan's Oathbreaker is just full tanking. That's not ideal. Is he high enough value where it doesn't matter? Might be. No. Looks like he's going for a little leak. And Lucy is also going for a little leak. Got him. And now we have the Brute after these long waves. Wait, Lucy? Oh my god. That is a little unfortunate. A good try nonetheless, I'd say. And Pakistan doesn't quite get to that Brute. Oh my god. He had that queued up for sure. So Drach maybe getting away with a little bit of murder here. How does Pakistan deal with, or sorry, the FakeOne deal with the Brute? False Maiden? Whoa. He's going for an Astro Cook positioning for no reason, I think. Unless it drags the Brute and then he's a genius. Nope. Yeah, he messed up. I don't know why he doesn't need to go for something so crazy like that. I feel like it would just position normally. He's fine there. He's not doing bad in any case. Like, it's still a lot of value, a lot of good value, so. Oh, I guess there might have been no difference in the end, but he might have been able to hold, to be honest, if he just went False Maiden. That actually tanks. Drach leaks small, but it's good for the other team, considering Drach is stuck on 5 workers. A very, very bad spot for Drach, I'd say. But, on the other hand, a good spot for Lucy. Lucy going for some income, Pakistan going for a Fiend. But this time Drach is again on value, 5 workers with a Hunt. Should be able to collect this. Bounty isn't full stack, a little unfortunate. FakeOne is kind of pushed aggressively. I think he can actually get caught on 5, possibly. I guess Drach has no workers. Maybe not. And we'll see how he does against the Fiend. He actually went for no Hunt cat stacks, maybe expecting a Brute instead, which would have been really bad. So definitely a really rough start for Drach. We'll see if he can get back into this game. And Pakistan honestly kind of getting away with murder. Like, I think if he gets Brute Snailed here, he can actually leak really badly. So FakeOne going for a Dino here. The left team saving. Drach playing overvalue again, getting the Violet now. Kind of expecting Pakistan to play way more aggressively into him, so Pakistan doing a good job just kind of outplaying him, honestly, in terms of the sending so far in the early game. Lucy getting a Dino here. I mean, she is pushed, so it's kind of getting away with a little bit here. But nothing too crazy. What wave are they targeting? Just wave 6? Kind of surprising. I feel like Pakistan can get to the big Oathbreaker, and this is a nothing. Yeah, he can. Oh, or Zerker, I guess. I would just go big Oath, to be honest. I feel like it's similarly good on 6 and better on 7. They're both plus value, by the way. Plus value getting Shard sent. I can't imagine this working. And the Pilgrim is going to tank pretty nicely. I guess his Oathbreaker would have just full face tanked, so perhaps it's better that he didn't go for that. He is... Oh god, he's like not focusing this Brute completely. Ah, he got it at least with the Zerker eventually. Snipe the Brute here, so this is an easy hold. Sniping the Brute, other Brute here, is that good? Looks good. And they both hold, they're both overvalue, I mean... Yeah, Drachir is kind of fucked this game. Lucy's kind of their only hope. She's keeping up, but Pakistan is also in a good spot with Cartel. And FakeOne is in a good spot without Cartel, so this is actually looking really bad. Yeah, this early game was really, really unfortunate. Not really sure where you can leak Pakistan now. 12. It's probably the only thing I see in his future. Gonna have to be the income game otherwise. Drach is gonna try FakeOne here. He is on value again. Drach playing pretty greedy here, trying to catch up a little bit. FakeOne going for a Hellraiser here. as his pierce damage. I mean, the send is pretty small, to be fair. Like, he's not actually in that much risk. But I think if this play doesn't work, you honestly probably think that Drachir is probably done in this game. Like, he kind of has to leak Pakistan here. Pakistan's killing his Sea Dragon at least, but oh my god, one of the brutes is full AFK on the maiden. That's not good. He might just have too much AoE damage at this point. Basically killed the whole wave. So yeah, it's not good for Drachir, that's for sure. In fact, he's actually just gonna hold the maiden. The Hellraise is enough value. Yeah, not much to say. This game is looking completely over. Obviously, there's still a lot to be done in the mid game in terms of closing it out, but yeah, it's a rough spot. FakeOne going wave 10 against Lucy, where she is completely overpushed now. And I guess she's overpushed. We're not really sure. I guess just to try and catch up and scale, but I don't think it's gonna work. Pakistan is going Income King basically every wave to just try and scale up and hold everything. Playing overvalue, really hard to punish. Brutes into Lucy's lane. I mean, she's gonna leak next for sure. Going Income. I don't know. I don't think this Kingpin Power Spike is gonna bring a lane back, unfortunately. But you never know, I suppose. And this is gonna leak here for sure. Drach should hold and cover, at least, is a good thing. But yeah. Oof. FakeOne is in a really, really good spot this game. FakeOne actually going to leak to Income here. It's probably not too good. But at least he did leak Lucy. I mean, again, Drachir probably has... I mean, he's one of the better, like, builds, I think. Actually, he ditched his Archer. So he doesn't actually have that good of a Sork target anymore. But maybe they're not looking for a Sork play. They're looking for an all-in... Or Drach is looking for an all-in play, and so is the right team. Sorcerer Halo? Interesting. I did not have that on my bucket list of what Drach's plan was. But I think he's kind of cooked here. He's getting 4-eye AoE'd. Lucy's getting resent AoE with a honey bear? Okay. And I mean, FakeOne might leak as well. He's double lifebinder with not many tanks. I guess Drach was saying that taking the leak and trying to go for a leak of his own. The thing is, this might just do a lot of king damage. I mean, the Honeybear healed a little bit, I guess. FakeOne is going for a leak. Pakistan double Chieftain on 11 and still leaking, but looks like everyone is going for a leak. Probably more king down to the left. Got the 4-eye and probably a little more creeps, or about the same. And definitely less king ups on the left as well. Not sure what the plan is. Lucy's looks like, yeah, Lucy going for a full reset, it looks like. Wait, are they dead? They're alive. Not even close. So it's gonna be a full resend into the red team.
I mean,
pretty optimistic, but at this point you have to go for a play, so maybe a double shutdown here can bring the game back. Especially if they, like shifts, don't full builds. I mean, plus 145, but this is what your plus 145 value is. Maybe there's hope. Plus 60. Big Oathbreaker. Pretty ballsy play. Can it work out? I think Pakistan is holding. And I think FakeOne is holding. Yeah, this game is probably over. They're probably dead on 14 or 15 or whenever, really. So a little bit of an upset, you might say. Gonna be away 14 cent. Lucy nearly leak into the Drow Golems here. Gonna be income from the left team. Lucy has a Healing Avenger. Double Tantrum on value. Maybe there's hope. Drax lane, I don't think so. He's going for a second Halo. They're going full regen with the cope that if they hold here, so fair enough. Avenger split tanking now, but now it's just getting overrun, I think. Won't cast, and yeah, they're dead. GG's. Well played to the Brute Delivery System, Pakistan, and the fake one. It's a good one. Yeah, well played to them. I suppose I should ask. Are these guys on my friends list? I'm confused. I can't see them. The fake one. You guys need break. go for a little break myself. All right. It's time for the next game. Let's get it. Um, Let me update the scorecard. Okay, so this is the KLS Chemists, who played a very convincing 2-0 against the Gambling Addicts in the first match. It's curious how they'll match up now against Pakistan and TheFakeOne, the Brute Delivery System. We just saw them pull off a 2-1 victory against the top seed in this group, so like I said, everyone in this group is pretty fucking nasty at this game, so definitely some upsets to be seen, and I wouldn't really call them upsets at this. Well, I would call it an upset, but not as much as you might think, I guess, is my point. Bum ba dum bum. All right, let's get into this next game. We saw some pretty FakeOne and Pakistan seem pretty content to play over value early game and income a lot. So we'll see if they go for similar things. Not just income spam. It seems like they'll save, but playing a lot more for income for sure. I think that style is completely fine. Aatrocity in the hole. We saw them do similarly. Like they were eating the sense from uh Johnny and Sagittarius, but they also went for some pretty big saves of their own. So we'll see. I assume both teams are capable of playing both ways, so probably based on what actually is happening in the game. Bum ba dum bum ba da da ba da 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 da. Damn, I'm farming these drops. Okay, ready. Oh. Alright, we're getting into the game. Let's get it. The Chaos Chemists and the Brute Delivery System. Eh? Okay, here we go. Let's see. Game 1, will we see that insta-click Cartel Fiesta? Is that what's gonna happen? Definitely a very strong pick, for sure. Kingsguard Greed from FakeOne in Pakistan. Chaos. Kingsguard as well from Aatrocity. Wow, two Kingsguard picks. I mean, I think it's strong, so I don't mind seeing it at all. Aatrocity has a nasty opener. Casket Seedling. I mean, you could play Nightmare if you wanted because there's both. It's also a pretty strong Nightmare roll. InDaHole has Nightmare of his own, so maybe you don't want to actually double up on the Nightmare. Casket Angler Seedling is a completely fine roll, and you could keep the Nightmare in your roll too and play around it later. But we have the Grawl Firelord opener for Pakistan, and FakeOne will probably play some sort of Gate Guard, Aqua, Poly sort of opener. Pakistan doing a little bait here, pretending he's egged so that he can get king up instead on 2 instead of having to deal with a snail. Aatrocity going for his Casket Angler, not quite the Flower Angler Aatrocity build, but yeah, it's close to it. The one thing I see being kind of awkward for Aatrocity is like wave 5, wave 6. He's not really gonna have a great option to build. Doesn't really have a nice little carry DPS unit. And it seems like both teams know that's Kingsguard now. So FakeOne actually went for the Fire Aqua start here over something with like the Gate Guard. So a little safer, a little slower. Let's curious. I mean, the most important thing that's coming up is he going to get sent here? Oh, he swapped of doing a normal positioning, and he's going to build the poly. Yeah, I like this from InDaHole. Build the seedling now. I mean, I might build it one lower just because that spot might be better for an aura later, but I don't mind. It's not a big deal either way. InDaHole, will he king up on 2 like he always does? No, he's gonna save. He thinks it might be egg. And it eggant. But Pakistan revealing, well, next turn he'll know that he's on 4 workers because he's gonna show Firelord, which you can't build with more. And InDaHole rolled the cat. That's pretty good. Very, very good for him, actually, considering he can't build a lot of options here. Cat, he should be just fine. Aatrocity goes to 7 workers with the Seedling now. Pakistan is chilling on 4 workers with the Fire Lord. I will say, I mean, he has a Harpy, I guess, kind of for 7, but not the most convincing like build. FakeOne will be fine. Obviously, he's actually got a really strong early game. And Aatrocity, wait, what? He full sent. Oh, okay, I was looking at the wrong thing. He went for the full send here. Um, he missing pinged it. Is it gonna leak? He got the lizard. I mean, he leaked him still. Okay, worth. Got him. Okay. Up next we have Pakistan. 6 workers now, 7 workers now. And yeah, this is actually the classic InDaHole with Nightmare. He doesn't like going 7 workers ever, basically. Just prefers having the guaranteed hold on 5 because Nightmare is so weak there. And honestly, I like it. Wow, and FakeOne is playing super greedy here, but he's actually getting Income King. And actually, wow, like, InDaHole Atrocity go for a lot of Income King on, 3-4, 2-3-4, and definitely something we're not seeing from other teams, so see how that pays out for them. Aatrocity, did he already reroll, or is he looking at his reroll right now? Because I think looking at your reroll right now is definitely correct. He can't build much. He could go Mudman here, but he's doomed on 6 then. So preferably reroll something that's good DPS here, and next InDaHole goes for the Fire Aqua. Turns out he didn't need to prep it like that because he ended up hitting the Pilgrim, but you can't be a genius. Okay, he kind of has the Green Devil now for some damage, but the problem is he's getting sent on wave 6. Oh, wow, he goes for the Mudman anyways. Okay. Yeah, it's not looking like the best spot. I mean, I think InDaHole should be completely fine to hold, but I wouldn't be surprised to see. Oh no, they're going for the brute delivery system, living up to their name. I wouldn't have minded just going Income here. I would not have minded that at all for the FakeOne. I think going full into Atrocity makes a lot of sense. He looks really weak. And I think he's going to leak big. Going to see a little bit of income from Atrocity. Just wanted to get money for Green Devil. Ooh, I don't think he can put the Green Devil here. I think if this Green Devil dies, that's legit his whole damage on this wave, right? So you kind of want to protect it a bit more, I think. InDaHole going for these, they skip, so he's going to go for the boosted, not an Orchid, but an Infiltrator. Double Brute Snail, Brute Robo thing. I think Atrocity is kind of cooked here, but I don't know. Maybe he can pull out something crazy. Meanwhile, InDaHole looks like he's gonna be fine. And I mean, the Screen Devil is getting beat down, but it's not actually face tanking like I thought it would. Oh, he's gonna penny leak this brute. That is a game. Oh my god. And InDaHole leaks here? Wow. InDaHole leaks here? Crazy to leak with this build, I think. I mean, maybe he got a little unlucky, I would guess. But yeah, that's a good amount of king damage. And obviously they have Kingsguard, which helps. But they have the Mythium of their own. So if they can find a counterpunch here on wave 7, the game changer. Yeah, I mean, this can work for sure. Double brutes into both lanes. Obviously, we know Cat can be good here, but not very good when you're getting sent the brutes. So he's going to go upper split and build a Cat. This is probably the best he can do. Is it enough is a different question. FakeOne going for the 2 aquas and a devilfish. Devilfish even split though? Like, are these aquas going to take that much? Not really. It's not too good. I mean, this aqua is going to tank. But the double devilfish is really good against double brute, so shout out to FakeOne for having that ready. Don't really need arcane if you have those devilfish, and yeah, he's clapping this actually. Pakistan might not be clapping it, actually. But FakeOne, easy snack for him. Really well played. I think he should be top power score after this, I would imagine. Unless Aatrocity is still top power score somehow. Um, but yeah, Little King damage as well, back the other way. I think I would assume a bit less, obviously, because they didn't leak quite as hard. In fact, one of them held. So yeah, really good spot for the right team now. They came out ahead in that early game trade. And it's going to be a little income from Aatrocity and InDaHole. Try to scale up a bit. I think there is like a good reason that a good line that Pakistan should probably just go income here. Um, I don't think this build is very good to begin with, so he probably has to overbuild. And if he had set like, it's probably like Dino and income, or if you're really cheeky, you could probably get Brute. But I think he's either going to overbuild, in which income is correct, or he's going to leak to income, in which case income is correct. Saving when the guy still hasn't got the Kingpin, I really don't like it. Like, he's always going to Kingpin Power Spike and deny your next play. So, yeah, we'll see. Yeah, I'm not convinced by that save, but I feel like this is bailing Aatrocity out a little bit. He's not looking very good here. And having to build Green Devils, a second Green Devil's not that ideal for him, so... like, if you're gonna go income again anyways, I guess playing around like, if he assumed that Aatrocity was gonna Kingpin there, then I could see saving being, like, pretty good, though. So, I suppose it depends on what his read of the situation was. We have the Violet coming out for InDaHole. Boosted Orchid Violet, I mean... shouldn't be a big leak, if it's a leak at all. And actually hardening here, going for the Giga cover. So yeah, FakeOne creeping a little ahead now, 14 workers, playing under value. I like this a lot. Like, he's not really respecting their sends, because they went double income, so... Now he shouldn't push, though, and try and get double Disciple. Or he's gonna... I mean, he's just pushing and taking the leak on 10 then. But yeah, looks like an easy snack for InDaHole. And also an easy snack on the left. I mean, I would have preferred just going income once he saw that he was on value with Orchid, but I can kind of respect the try. He didn't look like he had the best units, and obviously rolling a Violet is pretty good for wave 9. And doesn't put them too far behind, because, yeah, they're still in a decent spot. I do think he overpushed, though. I actually think he probably was not meant to be this pushed, but yeah, it is what it is. InDaHole playing overvalue here. Oh, he really wanted to get the LOD. He rolled 0 good units, so he's just building for 11. I guess there's Venture in the game, so they can't send 10. But actually, a 10 send would have done a good amount to Pakistan and FakeOne. They're both looking very bad playing super undervalued for some reason, but saved, I guess. They could be at risk to some sort of Robo Army aggressive play, though. Actually, don't like their builds that much on 11 either. I mean, FakeOne's gonna leak here even. And InDaHole also gonna leak here at plus 35. Not ideal for both of them, but they both have bad builds, to be fair. But I think you should go full here if you're Aatrocity InDaHole. Or try and skip and go 12 for a punish. Looks like skip and go 12 is the plan. I like that a lot, actually. Going Robo Army 12. Pakistan and FakeOne will probably both take both. Unless they go Robo Army, try and undercut them. And it looks like Robo Army King Ups. Hold up. I don't think that's the best defensive, but oh, they might die. I just realized on 12. They might straight up get one shot looking at their values. Holy moly. Yeah, but I gotta say, like, a pretty big misplay, I think, pushing after that wave 9. Like, when you're 100 under on wave 9, and you get an income king there, like, there's no way you can push that hard. Like, you just need to get your value back. Like, you're already ahead in terms of the worker push this game, so just chilling a bit and incoming to try and scale back up is definitely correct. And Pakistan is now question marking because they definitely could have leaked in the hole here. In fact, they are leaking him here, but they could have leaked him even harder. Here come the Suns for Robo Army, Pack Mole. Obviously, Atrocity was in really good shape here to hold with the double LOD Kingpin Mudman. And it's actually going to be a match attempt from FakeOne, I guess. Whereas Pakistan's going income. Yeah, I mean, we have the Phoenix, but, well, I'm surprised. If the Robos are just giving the Phoenix value, I think going something like Brutes is a lot better here, I think. Obviously worse into Alpha Males, but I think if the Brutes touch the Phoenix, that's just so much value. FakeOne is pretty cooked here, I'd say. Probably going to be leaking huge. Question is more about whether or not they can stay alive. Okay, so the Brute doesn't end up going on the Phoenix, but 3 Robos are on it. These Robos are legit just feeding the Phoenix mana at this point, but it will kill him eventually, I suppose. That's good amount of damage. 100% leaks for both and in the holds, so very good spot. I mean, Kingsguard, maybe they don't die, to be fair. I forgot to keep that in count. Yeah, it actually looks like without Kingsguard they would have just died, so but the game changer, yes, I do think that was, although I do think the game was already in a bad spot. But now, I mean, they still have some chances. I mean, this Rogue Army is coming in. Probably want to play for, yeah, full push 14 is really hard, right? And it doesn't look like Pakistan is playing for it at all. So they're just accepting a 15 match? I don't really love that either. Shifting here from Pakistan is, I mean, he has a Phoenix, but it's a little crazy, I think. Phoenix and Pole, maybe it's not that crazy, but like, it is Robo Army. If this guy resent you full Brutes, you would leak for sure. So they are going to try, but they didn't really push that hard, which is the thing that confuses me, I guess. But and it's going to be 14 from everyone. I guess they didn't push because they're trying to live. That's fair. Um, who has the best build of them all? Is it you in the? Is it you? FakeOne on value? Overvalue? Atrocity overvalue? Double Harden? Hades not even that bad when you're overvalue. See how everyone does. I mean, in the hole is definitely the lowest value, but also getting probably the lowest send. Doesn't look like he's leaking though. He kind of has a doppel with no front line. And how is Atrocity doing? FakeOne leaking. Pakistan leaking. Atrocity holding on forever. Might even be a full hold. Has so many dragons. Yep. And is that lethal? With Kingsword, I'm not sure, but I would think it is. Yeah, it's gonna be not lethal. Holy moly, Kingsword is broken. But in any case, they're screwed. Not even close. Oh yeah, we're gonna see not even close. Holy moly. And yeah, I mean, the push is good. 16, 17, whatever their plan is, it's gonna work, I think. Probably want to force 16, I would imagine. Just because the Hades is so much worse on 17, but yeah, I mean, InDaHole's build has some problems, obviously, just like no tanks, like two super greedy carries that want a million tanks and no tanks. I mean, this feels like a spot where you're like have to match them anyways, but you have no workers, so it doesn't really, it's not conducive towards winning. Yeah, they try and skip. I mean, fair play. It's the only chance to win, skip and hold, but I think they hold it. Well, even if they hold, one of them holds, they need to live. Building for 17 as well. Phoenix is down. GG's, I think. Game one. Chaos Chemists. They don't know how to lose. I will say though, I think FakeOne and Pakistan kind of threw this game. I think they were definitely ahead after Wave 7. And even though Wave 9 didn't work for them in terms of FakeOne trying to go for leak, like, he just overpushed and then they screwed themselves basically. Like here, if you just save 14 workers, you're ahead of them on workers. You're like getting close to value where you probably don't. I mean, if you can get the double disciple here, you probably don't leak to no sen. And then you're like way more comfortable in this play basically. Yeah. But, you know, you die and you learn. So no more chaos, no more Kingsguard. Do we have a lobby? Since there's no lobby, I will be right back. There we go. All right, everyone ready? Looks like we're going into that next game. Okay, Kings are agreed again. Greed Cartel. Nothing crazy in these rolls. Scroll egg for Pakistan if he wants it. The battle scars. Vamp, glacial. The supplying force kind of are in the hole. I don't know. Aatrocity has gate guard, I guess. Nothing crazy though. Fire request there for Aatrocity, gate guard for in the hole. I mean, looks like they both want to play around Vamp or Battle Scars with the melee carry. Pakistan gonna start Grawl Egg this game. FakeOne, I don't like his role. That's pretty good in the early game. I'll say that, but like, there's no late game future with zero tank skates. Here comes the egg. Boo doo doo doo. And I say, what will Aatrocity do? What will he do? He will save. Fire for FakeOne as well, by the way. Same, running it back. Will Aatrocity try anything here? I guess is the question. A robo after income to keep him honest? A robo in income to keep him honest? Yes. But he doesn't get 60 for sure. Sea Dragon, yeah, I think Sea Dragon always holds, right? I mean, a successful egg, that's always good. Always, always good. It's gonna go up to 5 workers now. Mr. Aatrocity has 7 workers now. And Noel going for a dead pixie here to farm some myth. Just kidding. He's gonna feed his kitty. Don't really like him playing plus 20 here. When the max end is 40, but yeah, it's the way he's been playing, right? So just gonna stick to it. It's been working. So question is now what? He got the snail and he's gonna stay 6 workers. Okay, now he's going 7. Yeah, I'm not really sure what he's scared of. The max end, as we can see, is 20 in income. Or 40 in income, so... Now he goes for the pixie. Okay, that's basically a worker. Okay, now we're back to... Okay. Dino instead of king up into Aatrocity. Pakistan just going income king as well. Will we see Aatrocity try Pakistan on 7, for example? probably the best bet. What does Pakistan have? I mean, he can go for the Canopy. He could try get a Hellraiser there. Probably not enough gold to get a Hellraiser. That's burning on 7, but nope, just income for Atrocity. Pretty chill game. InDaHole is starting his second cat. I suppose his plan was to try and receive Ascend and start Giga pushing, but Ascendant. And if I were Pakistan, I'd be thinking about trying to go wave 8 on 2 InDaHole. His build is looking very suspect there. Of course, after getting that income, he might feel free to try and scale himself, which is exactly what everyone in this game wants to do. Little handshake gaming, as Shadow likes to call it. Nice peaceful early game. I'm not really sure who scales the hardest in this game, to be fair. Pakistan actually rerolled away his egg, so he didn't even have egg for later. I don't know. Maybe Atrocity's build is the best? Yeah. Not sure. None of them have very good late game rolls, I'll say that. Like, decent, but nothing crazy, I think. TheFakeOne definitely so far playing the most aggressive. Okay, he's gonna try some brutes into Atrocity, maybe catch him slipping. But I think Atrocity slip int. Well, he is gonna play undervalue here, so maybe there's hope. Atrocity in the whole save. Pakistan also goes for a save. Let's see. Is this double brute territory? No, it's just a random brute. Or? Oh, he got it. Crazy. Is a double brute enough? Minus 135. Aqua's splitting really well. Is it splitting too much? I don't think so. I think it's gonna be perfect. Oh, it died. Okay, that's a leak then. It's a pretty good catch. Hermit into the TheFakeOne. Gonna have the gate ready for that wave 9. Pakistan going for some more income. And barely holding this no send. Will Atrocity go for some full send, or will he just go income? Let's see. Gonna be those imps into Pakistan. I actually think, yeah, okay. I was like, Pakistan should build Canopy here for sure. And the gate coming out for the TheFakeOne. Obviously, not a lot of tank value on his board, so it might get overrun. We'll see. The Wild Shrooms are just really good. I mean, Canopy is probably his best damage here. It's also good against any sort of magic damage send against the Hydras, so. Let's see. 200 send into both lanes. Hydra looks like it's going down pretty quick. The Robo goes on the Canopy, but that's just perfect, right? None of the creeps are on it yet, so it's just healing forever. How are the gates doing? They're getting overrun. Gonna be a big leak there. Gonna be a big leak here. That's a nice find. I mean, the thing about the like brute double brute into Atrocity is like it's nice that he leaked him, but it created a super long wave, which sets this play up, right? If you both leak, then it's really bad right now. Like, this is probably 20% king even with Kingsguard or more. It's actually going to be 40% king? Well, only 30. And Pakistan's going to try some brutes. Obviously not looking so good here is InDaHole. I don't mind this try. Again, the question would be, are they too weak on 11, looking at their units, that this play might backfire? And I think the answer could be yes. I think TheFakeOne really needs to reroll, because I don't like, I mean, I guess he's trying to get more Daphnes down potentially first, so he has the option of getting 3 Daphnes, ditching it. But let's see, I would imagine this Brute Send works against Mr. InDaHole. Focuses both brutes. And he's kind of summoning. Atrocity leaks. InDaHole leaks. Thing is, wave 10 does absolutely nothing to the king. But it does leave them a little open for a wave 11 try, potentially. But they're likely going for one of their own. Or? Wow. Wait. I don't think Atrocity is allowed to skip here. Am I crazy? He's about to leak the full wave. And I'm not convinced InDaHole is going to hold as well. Okay, found Antler, found APS. I mean, TheFakeOne's late game just started looking way better. So if they survive this play from Atrocity InDaHole, they are gonna win the game. In fact, he has no gold, so he went for Vamp Seedling. Oh god. Whatever it takes, I guess. Let's have a look. I mean, this is a pretty baby send with Vamp on value. He might be completely fine. On the other hand, Atrocity's Fire was dead in 2 seconds. His best damage is a stimmed Vet here. His Harbingers, one of them didn't even get the second spawn. He's leaking 100%. Yeah, I mean, InDaHole holds. But Glacial Touch looking good on wave 12 potentially. I mean, obviously gate's not the best, but I mean, he can get like White Man onto the small gates. That's kind of like pseudo tank value. Or he can just keep spamming small gates potentially. Will they get any king damage? Maybe not. Looks like a little bit. Crabby Boy is summoning, but okay. This wave is extremely long. Big one, kind of close to value, honestly. Can he sell anything to get the white main? That would be like super turbo. Good. Whoa, I don't think it's APS though. I think it needs to be Antler or something like that. But I guess he's trying to kill some stuff. This APS is buffing not that much value. I don't know. I feel like tanks are better here, if I had to say. But maybe you can kill enough to, like the idea, like kill enough to let them live. We'll see. Looks like he's just gonna get overrun though. Yeah. And the same here, Archer obviously not quite enough to deal with the giant sends. Are they alive? They have Kingsguard obviously, full king pretty much. Atrocity is basically dead in this game now. I would imagine the next play probably has to be 15, but Atrocity and InDaHole probably want to play for 14 if possible. In fact, the next play in the game is there's not going to be one. The game's over. Damn! 4-0. These guys are through to the next day looking clean as fuck. God damn. Well played to them. FC Lucy. Let's take a look. They won. I mean, I just messaged them. This is the fake one again. The fake. Do you guys want a break? Because the next matchup is going to be a repeat of our earlier game. It's going to be so going to be a short break into our next game. Gives me time to copy and paste Bronskaren because there's no way I can actually type that properly. So rematch of our earlier group stage opener where Bronskaren lost 2-1. See if they can go for in with a different result this time. They made short work of johnyc and Sagittarius. Let's see how they do in the rematch. In the meantime, in the break, I'm going to start eating a little bit. Keep hungry. Looks like both teams are ready, so my eating break will be cut short. Fine by me. Watch some Legion. All right, let's get into it. Okay, YOLO from Drachir, Kingsguard from Lucy, Greed Kingsguard from Pakistanrqs in Pakistan. Looks like Drachir is putting down the angler and rerolling. And what do we have here in terms of rolls? I mean, nothing crazy, it seems. Sorcerer, so maybe you want to play around the Priestess if you're Lucy. Pakistan going for Skelly Belly Opener. Drachir has Flower Angler. Ripping the Aatrocity positioning. Lucy going for Gateguard Steed with White Mane DK as the late game. FakeOne. I would imagine this has to be Casket, but not sure. Could be Tempest, I guess, as well. Casket Bazooka, though. And we're off to the races. Wow, Lucy got a snail off an income. Thanks to the slow start. That's huge. +6. Not much else going on this early game. 2 looters should make it comfortable hold against the snail. Bum bum bum. TheFakeOne 6 workers, as expected with casket. Drach going for a little income. I imagine it's the same. Whoa! Robo. This guy hates Drachir. What's Drachir got? Does he know where to put this ranger? Because I sure as hell don't. Nope, he knew where to put the 6 worker. um, Okay, let's see. I mean, Robo Snell, I thought the whole point of the Atrocity position is that this holds Robo, but let's see, I guess. Yeah, it pretty much does. I mean, leaks the Robo. And TakeOne actually leaked 2 Lizard Snail, so Drac actually went for a full sum there. So everyone getting taken out a little bit, but unfortunately Lucy is the one who receives the punishment, getting double Roboed now. Honor of quote-unquote weak wave. So we have the second Sea Dragon as the option, or what's the plan here? Okay, second Sea Dragon then. She can't decide where she wants to put it. Oh, okay, Veteran. I like that. Counters the Robo. Let's hope that the Sea Dragon doesn't get sniped by the second Robo. I mean, that would be the worst case, right? See how it goes. I mean, this Veteran is very high up, so maybe it pulls both. Oh, it does. Holy moly. That was close, actually. So this is very good. Obviously, Veteran not that good against Wave 4, but very good in general against Robos, if you're expecting magic damage then. And Drac off to the races as well. 7 workers now with the Flower Angler. It's the classic. Now you basically just never push another worker, get the Kingpin out. And I mean, this Sea Dragon healing is going crazy here. It's gonna be a little bit of income, I think. Definitely a huge advantage to the left team right away. Whoa, Robo Resent. You crazy guy. What? How can this be Robo Resent? Didn't we just full hold with 1 bajillion value and we don't have to build anything? We're gonna hold this as well. I like this from Drac. Doesn't know, like, there's probably a way, some magical position where everything works, but the best thing to do when you have a good position is don't mess it up. So, DPS Ranger. I mean, again, the Veteran is just Astro tanking this Robo for 1,000 years. Sea Dragon actually nearly died to the boss. But I feel like the Skate Guard is just about to summon 400 dogs, and then this is not even close, and you're just minus income for no reason. Let's see. Lucia off to the races as well. 10 workers. Pakistan also 10 workers, to be fair to him. Really strong opener. I didn't even comment on it, but yeah, that's healing plus Skelly Billy. And Drac 7 workers Kingpin on 6. I mean, that's a good spot to be in with that build. And the second Angler is getting tons of stacks, so yeah. Atrocity would be proud. Double Gate Guard from Lucy, the classic on wave 6. I mean, she's just not under threat until wave 8, and I would assume Drac could have recovered by then. No problem. Question is, what does Drac want to do with this Mythium? I think incoming next is fine. I think playing for a wave 8 Sen tryhard is also fine to try and protect Lucy as much as he can. We'll see what he opts for. Texan actually just went for some fake income send here, 2 snails, trying to invite Drach to push a bit and then maybe go for brute resend on 7. Or I don't know what his plan is, to be honest. It's income. It's always income. But Drach, being a good boy, starts stacking the second angler. And Lucy's actually just going to opt for the Harbinger here. Feels that FakeOne needs to send here, so... and he does. So, again, Lucy in a really good spot. No pressure on her wave 8. She's kind of coasting. And she has Old Reliable. It's in over here. Overbuild and Starve with the Kingpins. Kind of taking FakeOne out. And I've played this build myself in Nova, and it is painful on wave 8, let me tell you, against a big Sen. Obviously, it's not the biggest Sen of all time, but even something like a Mimic here could go crazy. But maybe he just opts for some income. Whoa, this bounty kind of ran it down, unfortunately. Wanted him to stay alive to try and farm up the next set of stacks, especially on wave 7, but... Huh. What can you do? What distract off for? Or does he just go 9? He can just go 9, yeah. They might go 9 together, to be honest. Although Pakistan is legit plus 65, so probably not. Pakistan has a very weird role where he's going to build a Pilgrim and then have Boris as fortified tank. A little awkward, but can you do? Zerker here for FakeOne. Would have been a good option against like a Mole or something, or a Pack or Ogre, but not very good on wave 9, unfortunately. And yeah, Lucy is obviously taking advantage of this starve, quite pushed. FakeOne obviously, sorry, Pakistan actually has quite a bit of income, basically been spam income sending this whole game, so he's also positioned himself well. Mimic into the FakeOne, very good versus all his units, basically. Presumably he's going to build the board now, though, so decent choice. Okay, another set of income. The Hermit is actually really good. Ooh, the Pyro. I think this is going to be 100% leak if you build Pyro. Maybe the Zeus will kill some stuff, actually. Okay, 16 workers for Lucy, 15 workers for Drach. I mean, yeah, this is a rough spot. They've been saving. And Lucy does a smart thing, goes Income King against Pakistan overbuilding. So, pretty well played so far in this early game, for sure. And let's see if FakeOne deal with this big send. Mimic is going to town. Chomping away. First fortified unit is met. And unfortunately this Mimic is not very smart. Okay, there we go. Oh, wait. This Mimic ate 1 unit, man. But 83% leak, pretty good. Kept him low workers, enabled Lucy really well. So, yeah. Oh, here's the food. Here's the food. Sorry. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. And just like that, Drach is basically back with the Mimic compared to an income set. And will we see? I mean, Lucy's going for some more income to sale. And Drach is back to saving. I mean, he could pressure something like wave 12, honestly. Or even wave 11 is not like that good there either. Robo Army probably means something in this mid game is going to be spicy. I could see a group play on 12 being very good. Yeah, I think that makes a lot of sense, honestly. Especially, oh my god, Lucy has the turbo late game roll now after her reroll. White Mean Gates with APS DK. You name it, she's got it. So, even if this game does get stalled out, you're not really worried about getting outscaled. I mean, FakeOne probably has a better build on 20 and 21, but provided we don't get there, and the fact that he's just so much more behind. So it's going to be income here from Drach, income from Lucy. FakeOne and Pakistan look like they want to play for a aggressive play to try and get back into things, but Glacial Touch from Paki and FakeOne is probably gonna take Glacial as well. And what is the play from Drak going Robo Squad actually here, trying to send a full send. I mean it's the right call. I mean he's undervalued here. Can he get him? No Glacial Touch pick, maybe? Sorcerer Pyro. Holy, let him cook. We aren't buffing a looter, are we? Okay. He caught it, he caught it. So Robo Army try from both Lucy and Drak. I mean, FakeOne is positioned well to hold this. Has the Tanking Pilgrim. Has the Glacial Touch as his defensive option. The Slime Mummies aren't casting. FakeOne is cooked. How are we doing here? I mean, we still have the Glacial, still have a good amount of HP left on this Chieftain. Have a full HP Void Manta as well. I mean, this looks like a nice hold from Pakistan, so props to him enabling whatever play they want to go for. Dude, they kind of want 13, right? I mean, let's look at these units. It's got to be 13. One problem with Drak's build is now that he get indexed into the boar, he can't really make the Doomsday tank unless he wants to go for the do nothing boar. So we'll see what he opts for. The thing is, they need to be worried about Drak just resending FakeOne on repeat, because this is a super long wave, and with Robo Army, that's very scary. And he's gonna try. I mean, like, it makes too much sense to not. Lucy, not gonna try. That's just her Robo Army. Yeah, I mean, FakeOne, you are gonna leak again, I think. Mole Hermit. Well, maybe, I don't know. Sorcerer Pyro. Maybe it's got some secret juice to it. I mean, this 13 play can definitely work. Drak going for a lifesteal Doomsday, it literally can't die. The other thing is, you definitely have to send again. You have kind of forcing the 13 send, right? I mean, I guess it's obvious they want to go 13 anyways, but he definitely can't skip another wave. I mean, he cooked the mold to death. That's pretty good. But it looks like 100 Droy. Sorry, 79%. And they are going to go here. Ghost Knight into Mr. Drachir. Very solid. I mean, he has Daphne's, I guess, but 7 Brutes from FakeOne. Can he make it 8? He is going for it. There we go. He's going to get the Giga Brute summon into Lucy's lane. Just kidding. But it's still a very good send. But does Lucy have enough gold to get the Hellgate out? What did she go for? She went for White Mane. Probably not. Drachir just queues up another mole. Actually, FakeOne can't build the Zerker, so... Or Fada, I mean. Lucy going to sell to get the Hellgate. I like that. White Mane Hellgate, I mean, it's pretty good. Doomsday, Lifesteal, 1 Daphne to counter the GK. I like that. He's gonna... So he sold his boar at the top. Gonna try his best to not hit the GK, but a 3rd column Doomsday, probably not likely to avoid hitting a GK no matter what. And 2 Robos, 8 Brutes, 1 Snail. Yeah, let's see. Big sense, 580, 620. Doomsday is avoiding the GK. It's actually the Daphne's hitting the GK, which is just perfect. I mean, the Doomsday goes on it now, but I mean, it's exactly what you don't want if you're Pakistan with that Sun. Doomsday kind of sniping all these Brutes now. Gonna be a lot of creeps left. Let's focus on Lucy's lane, because I think Drak is gonna go for a leak. FakeOne obviously in trouble, but it looks like Lucy's about to full hold here. Yeah, White Mane Hellgate, just way too much value. Look at FC Lucy, putting on the carry pants this game. I think you can call this game almost a wrap now, like holding the Astral Long Send with a scaling build. Yeah, it doesn't get much better than that. Obviously, they still need to close the game. I would think 17 straight is kind of what I see. Obviously, boards are going to come into the picture, but you don't want 16. 15 feels too soon, so 17 is kind of the logical bridge there. In my eyes, at least. Maybe 16 can work with honey bears or something.
But I think it's gonna be a long goodbye this game.
I'm sneaking in some food during this downtime. We're full prepping for 16 on the right-hand side, trying to force the play. Super overvalue on the left side, denying the play. All right, I'm focused back in. Yeah, I still don't think this 16 play is going to work. Track has 4 sharks. Lucy has a white mane with a Hellgate and a DK APS on it. Now it looks obvious it's 17, so they're full prepping for 17. Yeah, it's a rough swap. Not much else to say. How many stacks do all these kingdoms have? It's not even bad. Believe it or not, Pakistan's actually the most pushed out of everyone, but not going to be able to leak Drac on 17 no matter what, I think. I mean, to be fair, I think the same with Lucy's build. I think the builds are just way, way better on 17. Triple Honey Bear, holy moly. The boars are no more. Neither which, I mean, I guess he hid his boars, kind of, so one boar will get value against that side, but not much else. I would think you have to income king here and try and make the game keep going. Yep. Pakistan has shown his boars now. One problem is that he has a chieftain buff on a looter now. So you survive here and try and skip 19, I guess. Try and go 20, I guess, versus these builds, but they can just push for 19, I think, if they get king damage here, which I think they will. And here come the honey bunnies. And the bear charge damage has been healed. On Pakistan's side, not doing horribly, but is going to leak pretty big, I think half the wave plus neither witch. Well, maybe not half the wave, it looks like he actually killed a decent amount, but still. Leaking 3 or 4 creeps, and a neither and a witch. It's probably not lethal, but definitely sets up the next play. Whenever that is. Probably not 19. Probably just save whenever. You can go 21 straight, honestly. Drachir was flexing his value. I mean, yeah, a rough game for sure for the first game. They got outplayed in the early game extremely hard. And I think this patch right now is all about the early game. So, see if they can bring it back next game. In fact, Jules literally is giving them 1% chance win. I don't even think I've seen that before. 1? Pro League here. But not enough Mythium for them to be scared, I believe. A little too obvious. It's like a try and attempt at a bait, so no one is biting. Drach already just... I mean, the Rangers will be very good on the... What is the wave? 20. Yeah.
Lucy preparing some more APS DKs.
I'm gonna go snack on a little more food as this game draws to a close. Do we have the wave 20 cents coming out? We have one team barely holding 19, other team waiting in spawn. I think we can comfortably say who's going to win this race. In fact, it may not be a race at all. APS Fate is on one side, but not quite enough value, I think, to assist it. And here comes the Sens. I mean, Glacial Void Mantas, not bad units, but not quite enough value, I think. Both minus 2k. And I think that is Tree. 250 gold shutdown. Hold up, Glacial. Alright, good game one from the left team. But not a bad fight from TheFakeOne Pakistan. Kind of drew out the game to make it, make them play. The longer you make them play, the more mistakes they can make. Alright, let's get this game two. So no YOLO, no Kingsguard.
We're missing one man from the lobby. Okay, there he is. And here we go. Will we see the Kingsguard Greed again? Wait, it's Baxan's turn. He has the DK gates. I mean, no white man though. Only an APS. Cartel Greed from Drac and Lucy.
Poda Mask, Cartel, the cheater. In a very solid supportish role from Drac, like lots of good early game and decent late to top it off, to be honest. But Lucy has Poda Mask Ranger with, I mean, like Howler Blob, like it's just everything you could ever dream of, to be honest. I mean, I guess you might want Zerker more than Ranger, but is that even true? I mean, Ranger's pretty nasty with Mask and Poda, so opts for the full early game build to accelerate as much as possible. And FakeOne actually rerolled, or no, he just had to roll egg in his roll, so he's probably gonna opt for that. Adam Cap for Drac, yeah, like we talked about, he got super early game roll into Poor Halo, which also scales decently.
Pakistan, the only one who hasn't chosen. Has a lot of options. Adam Guard.
Could play Pixie Harpy. That's what he's going for. Pixie Harpy, double snail. Unfortunately, this one not gonna work. Good try though. Lucy's very happy. I mean, anything to give her more gold. Oh no, she's getting sent by Grawl Egg. Oh god. Poda Matt's getting sent by Grawl Egg? We might be finished. This might be an FC Lucy absolute snowball game. Let's have a look. I mean, because of the snail, she's 5 workers, so that's a good start already. What is Drachir's reaction going to be? He has 20 Mythium. Does he go for the Aatrocity, save a bit, or what's it going to be? Camp, okay. Free egg, basically. We'll see if FakeOne has the balls to just go 4 workers here. Lucy will go to 7 workers now. And oh god. Pakistan? Her teammate is egg? Oh, I mean, he went to 4 workers, but now he can get roboed. Lucy can't get that 7th worker quite yet. He could actually just be 5 workers with an egg. I mean, with 3 seedlings, he might still be completely fine, honestly, against Robo after income. Wonder if Drac will try. I think it's worth it. Obviously, Lucy got 7 workers, doesn't need a build here. And I don't know, let's see. I mean, can you really, can seedlings kill the Robo? Not really sure how this interaction works. Looks like it's enough. Yeah. But what's not enough is stopping Lucy from pushing. Not entirely convinced Lucy needs to play on value here, but that's fair, just like get the build out. But honestly, the FakeOne is in the Astra spot with Grolleg. 7 workers on 4. 4 workers the whole time. So even after that small mishap on wave 2, he's completely fine. And he's able to pressure the Potomax build, which is important. Because if he was stuck on like 2 or 3 workers defending his egg, this game would have been a complete disaster. Lucy would be 8, 9 workers right now. Like this, they have a chance. They're going for brutes here, or Pakistan's going for a brute. FakeOne is going for a fiend. Lucy has tree, howler, blob. What is Drax's response to a brute? He has an infiltrator in the split, probably from the early game. Gonna boost it a little bit. Try to make sure it doesn't just instantly die. Gonna be brute robo. And Lucy just spamming income king into Pakistan. And see how Drac does. Looks like it's going to be a pretty reasonable leak here. 60%, yeah, that's pretty good considering he's close to value. Pakistan leaking to 4 still is obviously not great himself, but at least he has a pixie to kill. And Lucy now up to 9 workers after that send from FakeOne. See what she goes for here. Getting a lot of copper gold. Drax starving as well to enable this build. FakeOne, all you can double DT snail. I mean, this is a pretty dangerous send. So Lucy doesn't opt to go for the Hellraiser, or does she? She does. We'll see. I mean, if she gets the correct aggro, then, you know, it's very good. If she doesn't, it can be quite dangerous for the priestess. So, always a little scary, wave 6, the first try. Or your game can just completely disappear if you're a Potomax player. Drach just went for income, but looks like Lucy has a perfect split. Honestly, maybe not perfect considering her Poto only takes 1. But as long as you hold, then that's all that matters. The next thing for FakeOne to do would be to try and pressure that wave 8, possibly with like a Mimic. We'll see if he goes for that. Looks like he's going to be completely fine against Drake here. Pakistan FakeOne actually both saving, maybe targeting that wave 8 for a combined send, possibly. 12 workers for FakeOne, 12 workers for Lucy. And Lucy also saved here, so maybe looking for Pakistan's own weak wave on wave 8. Let's see. I mean, these can be pretty big sends. Triple brute territory. FakeOne gonna push a worker to this snail. Kind of knows that Drac has been kept low workers, so taking advantage of that for sure. Pakistan actually is gonna go income here. FakeOne gets the Mimic, that's the threshold. Lucy can be in trouble now. Probably has to go double tree, the best counter to like Mimic or Power Brick send. And what does Drac do? I mean, he's getting income, probably he's fine. Pakistan himself didn't get a send actually. Lucy skipped here. Same with Drac. They're maybe trying to pressure 9 together. We'll see though. Lucy probably going for a leak here, I would imagine. Oh no, focus on the Mimic now? Yeah. Come on, Mask. Oh, Mask managed to snipe one more. And Drach is gonna cover, which is the important thing. They went for a play themselves by saving. So that's kind of on the fake one. I mean, he's in the spot to hold this wave 9 send if it's coming. Then again, Drach might just choose the income. But Lucy is going for the triple brute. Probably gonna work against FakeOne. Drach going for income. I like that. No need to throw by trying to leak someone who can't be broken. And I mean, the DK is not bad, but the tank value is looking abysmal for a wave 9. And the brutes are going to be really effective against everything. And they go for a save themselves, kind of packing income a little bit, but I mean, FakeOne, again, still in a really good spot. Should be easy holding, allowed to push a lot. And could maybe pressure wave 10, wave 12 against the Pota build, which is important. Like, probably going to be a long wave, assuming Pakistan leaks, so can get a pretty big 10 send into Lucy if he wants. They could also start looking for a wave 12 send together with AOA or something like that. Pakistan legit leaking 100%. Rough spot. And yeah, I mean, the cover at least is important here, right? Like, gotta protect your king. And I think FakeOne is in a really good spot still. Probably the best spot in the game. Obviously, Pakistan is a rougher spot. Can I go for an Ogre into Lucy's build? What does Lucy have? Probably just needs to go for the Daphnes, try and kill as much as possible, or go like Howler. Or she's just gonna go for the Azeria and say, if you're sending me on 10, that's fine. I'll take it. I'm just gonna push or credit her. And they're saving for their own play. I'm not really sure what they're aiming at. Maybe just denying free creditor, probably, is the plan. But yeah, I can't see the wave you're leaking FakeOne until a while. And then he still has Egg. His role has OT for some synergy. And this is just the power of Girl Egg, right? Can he get onto this ogre and actually kill it, or was it gonna be an accident? Oh no, the Azeria refocused because it got dragged out of range. That's really important. But probably still gonna be leak. Is Drach? Nope, he's gonna hold as well, so good cover there. Gonna go for a play of his own. Not sure what the target is. Can't see it yet, but let's have a look. Just gonna be this wave 11, it looks like. Pakistan going for a wave 11 send of his own into Drachir. Here actually goes for a witch. Not usually seen here, but AOA from Pakistan. Probably FakeOne is gonna take... I don't even mind him taking lone. I feel like you're just so far ahead. If you hold here, then the game is won, but he can do as he likes. And got the DK out, and yeah, and there's the loan. I like that. I will say he loaned for some not very good units, but what is Drach going with this other? Okay, he's just sending robos, just figuring it out last second. So Lucy's lane we don't need to worry about. We care more about Pakistan and FakeOne and Drachir. The gun not really tanking as much as you'd like, to be honest, on 11. This big gun can tank a lot, so you want to make use of it. I mean, this DK can't even touch the wave, man. The brutes pack were just way too much. 100% leak. Looks like FakeOne's also leaking. How's Drach doing? Also leaking, but we do have the cover from FC Lucy. Again, like the same thing, like split sending means that you don't get the cover, right? Or you can't break both of them, so you don't get king damage. But they do have that King's Guard to try and bleed a little bit less here. It's will be said, like, loan into not hold is not good. Because now, I mean, now the incomes are back to being in favor of the left team, so pretty nice there from Drach and Lucy. And I mean, probably, can you even egg here, I guess is the question. Like, you want to, but your teammate's not looking good on 13. You're not looking that good on 13. not egg here, then probably playing for 14. And I think playing for 14 makes sense, looking week 15 as well. For Drac and Lucy, I would imagine their play is to just match 14. Lucy can prep tantrums for next. She still has reroll, by the way. So she could find something like a big tank that she wants. Might want to save reroll until she's done placing Daphne's, though. Maybe that's the plan. We'll see. She's using it right now. She's deep in the bag. Let's see what she can pull out. A gasket. Hey, I mean, if you want to better our game tank, there you go. One Hellraiser prep for next. Drachir doing one king attack. Lucy not really adjusting her split here. But should be fine. Oh, I see. It's only taking 2 anyways. There was a melee group that picked up 1. Or a melee unit that picked up 1. So, are we going to see the send here? Yeah, we are. Honey Bear into Honey Bear. I guess against the potential Red Eyes is the idea. Needler into Lucy, Needler Hermit. And Lucy and Drac are going to go for the skip here. Wow, ballsy. I mean, I don't think Lucy's that good here, but they have good value. Does Drac feel super confident, I guess, is my question. Because if I were looking at Lucy's build, not rated that high. But, you know, let's see. They have great values, to be fair. Here we go. Priestess is tanking alright. Not tanking as much as it probably could, but still taking a good amount. Drac doesn't look like he's gonna hold. Lucy looks like she might have to kill all the creeps, but probably can't kill off the Needler, I would guess. The pesky Needler. Gonna kill everything besides it. So pretty good holds, and they saved, obviously, so... Do they want this 15 counterpunch, or are they looking for something on 16, perhaps? Going for the one-shot, considering how low TheFakeOne and Packy are. Kind of need to leak TheFakeOne somehow, somewhere, but, you know, he is quite ahead. Looks like it's going to be 16. It'll be Lucy's job to hold there, and Drac will go for the full push, maybe? We'll see. Kind of a crazy play, to be fair. But maybe crazy correct. So, I mean, they full build for 15. So here we go. Drag is not full pushing? No, he's just, that's all. 2 witches, solid, round, makes sense. Pack full brutes into the big unit build, I like that. A mimic even to try and kill off some of the swift arcane. I mean, really nice sending, for sure. Are we going Income King on the right side? That's usually what they do when they don't. Ooh, a little pro league from Drac even. Wonder if that makes you think about racing here instead of Income King. Like, you know he's super undervalued. No, it's gotta be Income. I'm gonna try and live with Kingsguard. King Claw, King Claw. What? Okay, it didn't end up mattering, but he just went minus 10 gold. I mean, I guess having King on split's not that good, but Okay. Drac obviously super undervalued. Might even leak to income. Lucy going full dogs. Should be fine. Alright, they went income king. I don't know why I'm looking at their lanes. It's all about the ult. The problem with Pakistan's build is the 0 damage. I guess he has the Sky Queen, maybe, as his donor source. Obviously, we have the 2 guns on the left, which are very good, but the brutes seem to be kind of dismantling this build, and the same is true in the left lane as well. This might be GG.
They'll be close, but I think it is the game.
Well played to Drac and Lucy. 2-0, get their revenge, make it to day 2. Yeah? Alright. That's all the matches for today. I will rate it over to LCD2. Oh wait, oops. Sorry, actually, hold on. Sorry guys, I forgot that I need to wait for the delay to run out. But I will stop the stream now.